This is a walkthrough of problem 4 on exam 2 of module 11 in the book Problem Solving Guide for Electromagnetism and Optics. Problem 4. A diverging mirror has a radius of curvature of 1 meter. An object is placed 80 centimeters from the mirror. Is the resulting image real or virtual? Draw a ray diagram. What is the magnification of the image? The thin mirror approximation is that the focal length of the mirror is 1/2 the radius of curvature. This is true as long as the angle of incidence of the ray is relatively small. This makes the focal length 50 centimeters because the radius of curvature is 1 meter, and the focal length is negative because it diverges light. Now we are ready to produce a ray diagram. We need an object. How about a cobra? We can draw some rays in parallel out as if it came from the focal point. It's a diverging mirror. Center of the lens, angle of incidence is equal to the angle center of the mirror. Angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. Tracing these rays back because they're diverging, we find out where they appear to come from, and that's where the image is, right there. It's definitely reduced, about half. And the focal length is 50 centimeters. Looks like it might be a little bit farther than halfway. But we can figure it out with the thin lens equation, even though this is a mirror. 1 over f is 1 over p plus 1 over q. F is negative. We have 1 over minus 50 equals 1 over 80 plus 1 over q. Subtracting 1 over 80 from both sides, we got 1 over minus 50 minus 1 over 80, getting a common denominator of 400. We get 8 over minus 400 minus 5 over 400 is 1 over q. Now we do the addition. We get minus 13 over 400. We flip that upside down to get q, 400 centimeters over 13, which is 30.8, and I like that. A little bit more than 25, 30.8. Now we can get the magnification. It's the image distance to the object distance, which is 30 centimeters divided by 80 centimeters, and let's call that 3/8. Now we can answer the questions. Certainly is a virtual image. It's a diverging mirror. There's the ray diagram. What is the magnification of the image? It's about 3/8. That's problem 4.